I kind of found money in a slot machine and took it. Lots of ways to gamble. Leaving unattended money in a machine is just one. I think you're fine, but yeah, pay it forward if you want. I saw a lady drop money at a slot machine and I told her she dropped money. She told me to get away from her and leave her alone. So I picked up her $100 and left. This falls under the universal finders keepers rule. You're good. Was that a cruise between Finland and Sweden? If so, DW. The fella was so drunk he doesn't know anything about it. I had a similar experience as a teen, went to an ATM and the person in front lifted 50 then jumped back into his car and drove away without his cash. Anyone who's used an old ATM in the UK will know sometimes it takes around 30 seconds for the cash to actually come out. Anyways, the guy was halfway down the street, and me and a friend took the money, went and bought weed and Chinese food and had a great day. It happened to me once with 30 though, so karmically I've repaid like 60%. TBH, they were probably going to gamble it away anyways. If this were in the IDA board, you'd be NTA. It was left behind. Even if they were on the toilet, that was a dumb move leaving it there. If not you, someone else would have found it and there was a chance they would have knowingly gotten the money and ran. If they forgot about it, they were likely too drunk to realize what they'd done. So hey, you got money. To be honest, I wouldn't worry about it. I used to work in a betting shop, and can assure you that it's well known not to leave money in a machine. If you hadn't taken it, someone else would have. Help someone out with that same amount or even more. Whoever they were, they left a slot machine with money on it unattended. Unfortunate for them, but it is their own fault. You were in no way stealing from them. If it wasn't you, it would have been someone else, and if an employee found it, then it would go to the house. You don't leave money on a slot machine and have plans to return for it. He already lost it the moment he put it in the slot machine. No need for a bad conscience. Go in clear conscience. It's just $50 on a cruise. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. The way she goes, bud. Who wouldn't take it? Do you remember how much it was? Make the same to a food bank. You were visiting either Finland or Estonia, according to your name. $50? Homie, chill. That's barely a full tank of gas or a single purchase. If it was $500, maybe you should feel bad. I mean, if you didn't put it to good use. If it was $5K, yes, feel bad. But, $50? You bugging to still feel bad about that, IMHO. Plus, don't even worry about it. I used to work at a grocery store a few years ago and oversaw the self-checkout aisle. Many people would forget they pulled out cash and would leave it at the registers. I would always pocket it with the intention of giving it back if they came looking for their cash. Nobody ever came back. Everyone always assumes once you lose money it's gone for good. What would you have done? Turned it into the crew, who probably would have kept it. In this case, finders keepers. It's not like there was a wallet with identification to find whose it was. Finders keepers, although I live in Australia and you could get charged with stealing if the security caught on that it wasn't yours. I used to go around snack machines and stick my hand in the change slot, and once I found like $8 big change for a snack machine. But don't worry bro, it happens, you found it, you keep it. When I was about 12 I went to the supermarket with my mum, and they had an ATM just outside the main entrance. I noticed someone had left their cash in there, I think it was about 50, and pointed it out to my mum. She grabbed the cash and handed it in at the customer service desk. Never been so annoyed in all my life. Why in the world would you feel bad about this? It's common practice to check the money slot while walking by a slot machine, and if you find something, it's your lucky day. You're nothing. I almost stole $50 from my girlfriend. I found $50 at the casino walking out. This falls under the universal finders keepers rule. You're good. Found this comment.